Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 7 of the SFC Record Club vlog. Okay, and today I'm welcoming two special guests, Hilly, hello,
Oh,
and Unjay, hello.
hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Yay. Thank you for having us.
Hmm, my pleasure. Wonderful graphics. Okay. So, all right. So, well, first I'll ask. Okay, I guess I'll start with Hilly. What is SFC Record Club?
To me, the SFC Record Club is a place where you can gather with other like-minded people who are passionate about music or cultures involving music in general. Um, and it's a place where you can discover new music genres outside of your comfort zone, or if you're already exploring a genre that you like, for example, rock, you can ask other people in the record club about the recommendations, and you could discover a whole lot of new things. So for me, that's what the SFC Record Club is.
Okay, all right. Unjay.
For me, SFC Record Club is a place where both Japanese and non-Japanese students can especially kind of mingle together. And also you get to kind of go and explore other type of genres that you may not have been able to, and just listen to music, chill, and then kind of bond with everyone in this tiny but very cozy environment. And yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
And let's see. Do you think these kind of spaces are necessary on university campuses? And if so, why? Okay, I guess Hilly.
Oh, okay. I think it is necessary, and I'm very happy that the SFC Record Club is a space that has been provided in the university by David. Um, because it's a place where you can meet new people and, like I said, discover new music, get sort of out of your own comfort zone of just listening to the same type of music or hanging around the same type of people. Like Unjay said, you can meet um Japanese students as well. And since everyone's listening to music, usually like in English, we can converse about together and the meanings. And it's just very nice to have an intentional space to talk about the meaning of the art that you like. Yeah. Rather than just doing it in isolation. So yeah, I like that. Hmm hmm
Okay. Yeah, Unjay, what do you think about the
Yeah,
necessity of these kinds of spaces?
right. I also think it's very necessary. There's not many like I guess this type of environment or this circle activity in a way for English speaking students too. And I feel like SFC Record Club, although like there's a lot of Japanese students joining, at the same time, since you, David, you also speak English, there's more of a English foreigner friendly environment created. So, I guess for international students, being able to have that environment is nice, and also being able to meet other people apart from the batches that we come from. So like non-Giga students, like I mentioned. And also it was through Record Club that I kind of like was able to listen to other type of genres. I was the type who would just listen to one type of genres and just stick to that. But yeah, I was able to explore more, even like other artists that I would listen to, especially like their mainstream songs. It was like Mitski, I think, from Record Club, when we listened to like this particular album, like Puberty 2 or something.
Hmm.
I thought that was really nice because I only knew like one or two songs from her, but deep diving into her album, yeah, that was nice. And yeah, I think it's really necessary overall for students to kind of mingle and have fun apart from like academic life.
Okay. Let's see. Hilly, can you explain, I guess explain to students who have never been there, like how How they would get involved?
Mm. Involved as like the usual record club
Hmm.
visitor, or you mean
Yeah.
like as an assistant?
What I just as a visitor, like
Oh,
if someone was kind of, you know, maybe if they saw like the Instagram page or something like, oh, that
mm-hmm,
looks kind of interesting, but
mm-hmm,
what do I have to do to get involved in that? Or, what,
mm,
like, I mean, I think some people feel like they don't really understand
mm.
how they could get involved. Can you maybe explain a little bit about that?
Mm.
Of course, yeah. Well, I'd have to say if you're interested in just becoming a visitor in the record club, you don't have to prepare anything at all. You could have like zero knowledge of music and you're very welcome to come in. And even if you have a lot of knowledge for music, you can also come in and tell other people about that. So your knowledge about music doesn't matter. Your knowledge about records doesn't matter. Even if you don't know what like Tower Record Club is, it doesn't matter. You could just come in. And in a technical sense, you come in either on Wednesday or Friday, and usually it's from 1 until like 4:15 p.m. So around those times. And if there's other times in the week where the record club is open, David would post it on Instagram. That's on the technical sense. But other than that, you just walk in and you can walk in alone. There's no need to bring like a friend over. The point is to absorb yourself in music, and you can do that alone. You can do that with friends. So yeah, there's no pressure to like prepare anything beforehand. Yeah. All you need to do is walk in.
Mhm. Yeah, and I want people to understand that, it's okay to just stop in for just 10 minutes, right? And
Yeah,
just like
yeah,
hang out for a little bit and then go to your next class. Like
yeah,
I really want it to be that kind of casual
right.
Mm.
vibe.
And I do that often as well. Like on the 15-minute breaks,
Mhm.
amongst like some classes, I would just stop over, maybe listen to like one track or two, and then I have to go, and that's completely fine. It's not like a big huge commitment to come in. And if you come in once, you don't have to come in like all the time. You can just tell David like maybe I'll come in the next time I'm free. So it's very free and nice.
Mhm. Yeah, I felt that we needed that kind of space, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right,
I'm
right.
very grateful for that.
So let's see. So Unjay, what do you think is the advantage of listening to records, right? So it's an outdated format, right? So
Mhm.
usually, or nowadays, people especially stream music, okay? Or
Mhm.
listen to music on the go, right? So what is the value of having a record collection and spending time together with people listening to records? What do you think?
Um, well, for record club specifically, I feel like you get to like the fact that you're able to meet people and listen to music at the same area, that's very valuable, and you get to create memories instead of just listening to it on your phone, like on Spotify or YouTube Play music. And I guess it feels more yeah, valuable and important in a sense if you have like the record in your hand and you get to actually put it on the record player and then it's like starts playing. Feels very, in a way, very sentimental or nostalgic and very nice, relaxing. So I feel like you get to appreciate music more. Yeah. And the fact that you get to like, yeah, listen to it with others. I
Hmm.
like that. Yeah.
Did you have any experience listening to records before Record Club?
Actually, like I always wanted to have a record player, but I never got the chance to, and I don't think I've ever listened from a record player. And it was really cool when I first saw it, when you first brought it in, and then you started playing it. And yeah, it's just cool since it's just like a circular item, but then it starts playing music. I love the idea of it. And yeah, it was my first time, and that was really cool.
Okay. You? All right. So Hilly, what do you think about the process of listening to records?
Um, I think it's very important because it encourages you to listen to albums instead of just one single track. And like Unjay said, right now streaming is very prevalent. Like you have Spotify, YouTube Music, so on and so forth. And usually you listen to single tracks either by the recommendations of these apps or playlists that other people have. So you don't really know the source of the song, the album itself, or the collection of the album that it's from. And if you don't listen to the full album, I think you won't be able to appreciate the artist fully and the song fully. Sometimes songs are made within the context of other songs in the album, like in order, or there's like a theme to it. Um, and listening to records, it forces you to appreciate the music as intended, as like an album. That way you can know more about the artist, and that's what I appreciate the most about records. Since being in the record club, I think I've listened to like individual albums more rather than just playlists. I used to be like a very heavy just playlist listener, just by like different vibes. I have like 100 playlists or something on my streaming platforms. But starting since I visited the record club, I've just listened to individual albums more, yeah. And that's something that I really think is important about records, but also about albums in general, yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
And let's see, what can you say about how we're using the space, like how we're decorating the room, and how does that enhance the experience or
Um,
intensify the experience?
as you always say, I think your favorite word to use for it is like it's organic. So yeah, it developed very organically. The first time that I went to the record club, the space of the record club, the room, I mean, was 2023 fall, if I'm not wrong. And we only had about like half of the wall, and then we didn't have any pictures of anyone pasted up, and not even half of the posters that are already up right now.
Mm.
So it was still very much like only a quarter filled compared to what it is right now. And yeah, like I said, it just filled up organically as we had more records in the collection. Each record would have their own little laminated square on the wall. So you could spot that, and that also acts like a menu, which is really cool. And we take pictures in there. And records also have their own like posters or like freebie stickers and things like that. Sometimes we paste that up, and it makes the whole space very lively. The layout of the space as well. I feel like when I first came in, everyone just centered around the table, with like a bunch of plastic chairs, but now there's a couch and it feels more like a living room.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that changed. And yeah, it just became more organic, more comfortable, more like a social space. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's how it changed so far.
Okay. Good. Yeah. So Unjay, what are your feelings about the space or how we're
I, you're right. I honestly like how small it is because it feels very cozy to me. And record club itself, like using records, is very like vintage like. And I feel like the small, tiny space that we have kind of enhances that idea. And the fact that we have a lot of the pictures of the albums that we have currently up all on the wall, it really helps people to kind of look and choose which record they want to play next, because that also helps me rather than like going through the stacks. It's like all up on the wall, and then sometimes even though I don't know the album or the artist, I just pick it based on the aesthetic of the album cover, and it really helps me. And sometimes I end up liking the song too. So I think it's really unique, cozy, and as Hilly said, organic and comfortable as well. So I
Hmm.
really like it.
Thank you. And and yeah, that room was just kind of an abandoned room before we moved in there. So I like the feeling of, the just the more, art album covers we put up, it just feels like we're more and more like taking over a space that was abandoned, right? I like that
Mhm.
feeling.
Mm.
Mhm.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Well, any specific memories you would like to share about your experiences at Record Club?
I so basically Haley and I were, I think, part of like the initial process of the record club creation. And I really liked how, like for me, as I mentioned earlier, I would just stick to one type of genre and just listen to it. And the record club, being able to be part of it at the very start too, I liked I liked how I was able to mingle with other people and get to know and make new friends there, like Hikaru and whatnot. And decorating the record club was also a nice memory, just, getting everyone together, cutting it out, laminating it, pasting it up on the wall, and at the same time listening to the music in the background and just chilling. So I think, yeah, that was one of the early good memories. Yes.
Hilly.
For me, I think there's many memorable things in that I owe to the record club. And if I were to describe it very simply, it's all related to like sharing and giving. So by wait, no, it's not sharing, sharing and receiving. Yeah. Through the record club, I received a lot of recommendations for songs, like when I'm just hanging around, and then David or someone else plays a track, and I'm like, oh, this sounds really nice, and then I save it onto Spotify and listen to the album on the way home. So that's a very nice memory to me. On the other hand, relating to other people, if someone plays a song that I know and I'm familiar of, like if I'm a big fan of a band and they play it and I'm like, oh my God, I really like this band. And then just like talking to them, like, since when did you know about this band? Or like, what does this song mean to you? Why do you like it? Things like that. That's always very nice to me because usually I only get chances to do that like online. Especially for the genres of music that I like. I like genres, all genres, like classical, but also like heavy metal rock and things like that. I don't really get to talk about that a lot with friends. So having a space to do that is very nice. And on the other hand, I can share the music that I like because I've been a student assistant. I had two opportunities to order a record from for the like record club. One of them was Mark Garson and another one is Mother Mother, both artists that I really, really love.
Hmm.
So when I see other people like posing with that record, I kind of feel sentimental, like, oh, it's because I requested that. Or if someone found out a track from the record club because I ordered that track, I kind of feel like, oh, I'm sharing these amazing artists to the world, kind of, indirectly. Yeah. And it feels very nice and wholesome to me. So that's kind of the memorable things that I owe to the record club. Yeah.
Thank you. And we also got a System of a Down record
Oh,
because of your recommendation too.
I've yet to listen to that
Yeah,
at the
maybe we
record
haven't
club.
opened it yet, so it's waiting. It's waiting for you.
Mm. I can't wait for that.
Mm. Okay, well, let's see. Unjay, anything you'd like to say in closing, like messages to
Closing.
future generations, or
Um, I really hope everyone, regardless of Giga or non-Giga, just come to record club and just socialize. If I think I noticed that a lot of Japanese students also wants to become friends with the Giga student, like the international students, and vice versa, like international also wanting to be friends. I think record club is one of the places that you should go for that to happen because you get to meet this wide range of people, whether like artsy people who really likes music or whatever and whatnot, and at the same time expanding what you usually listen to, like how like my experience. I think record club will be kind of a new experience for that to be able to listen to different type of genres than the one that you would stick to. So definitely go and check out. Don't be afraid because everyone there is nice and they will very much welcome you to be part of it. And you don't have to like stick around for a long time, as Hilly mentioned. Only like 15 minutes is okay too. And yeah, just chill there and have fun. That's it.
Yeah, 10 or
Mm,
15 minutes is okay. But you can hang out all afternoon if you want, like some people do. So
that's
that's
true.
also
That's
welcome.
true.
Yeah.
You can even do
Right,
work
right.
there while listening to the music. It's great.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
that's true.
Okay. All right. Hilly, anything in closing?
What I'd like to say is I encourage people to listen to albums more and talk about the things that you're listening to with other people.
Hmm.
Don't listen to music in isolation.
Hmm.
Because as you talk to other people about the music that you're listening to, you can relate to each other. You can share the feelings that you have about it. And it just creates like a deeper connection to the art itself and also the people around you. So listen to albums and talk to other people when you're listening to music. It's amazing. And the record club is a space to do that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yay.
All right, good. Thank you. All right, good. Very, very well said. Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for joining me today, right, Unjay and Hilly. And I'll stop the recording so we could chat a bit more. But okay, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye
Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye
bye.
bye.